Well, this seems to be the last joint for a while. So I'm going to try and do something I haven't done in a bit, and that's to sit around here and chat. What I would like to do is perhaps write a visual book. And, you know, everyone understands the myth of money now. Perhaps people don't. But very simply told, and it's told many places now, I became aware of it in 1972 when I went to the Governor General in Ottawa after going to the local RCMP and saying, well, it seems to me we're setting a precedent here which is going to change the whole nature of Canadian politics. And I was looking at it from an analyst's point of view in those days because current affairs was the area where I was always encouraged to be most involved. So I was. So, and I was digging deep, no question about it. I mean, anyone who goes around reading the Bank Act and understanding the protocols of Parliament, that was in '72, must have been doing a bit of deeping. So I was, that's what I did. Somebody had to do it, sort of on a forensic level almost. And people are still doing that today, and of course that's why all these politicians are running scared that have been perpetrating this myth of money, just as they've been perpetrating this myth of competitivism. Well, competitivism is not a natural way for people to behave with one another, and yet it's become a natural way for people to behave to one another. Everybody's trying to be top dog, or not last in the race, or whatever. I don't know, but it may or may not be a part of our nature. But I think it's a part of our nature which has been encouraged and emphasized and given altogether too much value. And as a result of that, what happens in competition, of course, is that people finally begin to cheat. I mean, it's almost like when they introduced the game Monopoly, the principle of sort of operating off the board by making deals with people was the way it operated. So it automatically taught dirty tricks, blue meanness, off the board games, and the rules generally, were either not enforced or not there in the first place. So you weren't playing with a flat playing field. The rules were not intact, and it's such a metaphor for today's situation when what you choose to inhale into your body is demonized by a sane government who wants to protect us from ourselves. Ooh. Well, no, this is absurd, but they do it anyway. Everything we tried to do to prevent us sliding down the hill into the same chaos that now exists in the United States was a process which I started being involved in 1972. And that was that the Mr. Trudeau, who did not have then the authority because he did not have the mandate in the House or even the majority. Whoops, the daisy, something fell down. Very cosmic. I think what fell down was a statement said very simply, where injustice becomes rebellion becomes a duty. And I took that into my head, and I was then not a Canadian. Probably if I'd been a Canadian and not an Englishman trying to do his duty to God and the Queen and all the rest of them as I perceived it was my duty, I would have probably left the whole damn thing around, bought land, made money, and become a fat, rich old guy by now, probably dead from overeating or something. I mean, we're all capable of falling into the various traps that the great Creator left for us, and that's not the least of them. Anyway, I think I'm going to fix that problem with the scenery fell down, and then I shall start into part 2. Thank you very much.